Hello to the Sewing Swan. Today is our last tutorial part of how to make a easy, beautiful, quick crochet curtain. We have already made the butterfly, the flower, the heart, the circle units. Please check our previous tutorials. I will leave links below to each of these tutorials. Today we are making the last unit, which is the rope, on which we will attach these beautiful units to make our curtain. Of course, you make as many ropes as you want your curtain to be, according to the width you want. You can separate them, you can bring them closer, just to give you the look you want. So, in all of the previous units of our curtain, we used a 4mm hook with a matching yarn, 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. In this unit, the rope unit, we will be using a 7mm hook and a thicker yarn. For example, one like this. If you don't have a thicker yarn of the colors you want, or if you just want to use what you have in your yarn stash, you can just double the yarn like this. For example, I wanted to use yarn from my stash. This robe was made out of 4 yarns. I worked with 4 yarns using a 7mm also. So just use what you have. If you want to use your stash, if you want to buy, you go ahead and choose a 7mm hook and a matching yarn. Of course, you can use a 9mm, 8mm. But I just found that the robe made with a 7mm just goes very nicely with the units we made, because we choose, if you checked our previous tutorials, we choose lightweight small units, just not to droop from the rope when we hang them, when we sew them to the rope, just to stay having their shape. So let's begin. So just with a very regular start, you start your slip knot and basically chain. The rope is only a chain. So you just go on chaining until you reach the length you desire for your curtain. As simple as this. You just go on until you reach the length you want. When you reach the desired length of the curtain rope, you just slip stitch into the very same rope, making a loop of 3 to 4 inches long, like this. Here is the hook, and here is where I stick it into the chain with a slip knot. It's very simple. It's just a regular chain and a regular slip stitch, just in a big size, like that. Here is your loop. You don't need it really more than 3 inches. Okay, and you just secure it. You can stitch again, tighten it. Cut the yarn. And now you secure it more by tying it. You can finish this like a row, give it a row look for a fresh look. and leave a little bit of the yarn just hanging the way I made my curtain, or you can just tie it well and cut it finished. There you go. It is well secured, and now you just cut the yarn. I recommend to leave a little bit of yarn just hanging, but it's your call, it's the way you want it. Now you just distribute your units on the robe the way you love, the way you like. You can make all the curtain of one color, all the robes of one color, or you can choose 2 colors or more, the way you feel it and the way that suits your space. For example, if you want a Halloween crochet curtain, you can just substitute the colors with the Halloween colors, or for Christmas you can just use the Christmas colors. You can use only circles, only butterflies, only flowers, only hearts. So, and here is the heart unit. And you can make as many robes as you need. So let's have a look at how we can just distribute our units on the robes to get the best or the most colorful look we want. It depends really on how you want it. If it's only a one color, you can just go ahead the way you see it. If it's multiple colors like mine and you really want to give it a shiny, colorful, vivid, cheerful look, you can use the technique I used. You can start from different points of the robes. You don't start from the same point equally on all the robes, and your units should not be on the same level. You should alternate units with colors. For example, start with a heart on the blue robe, start with a green heart, followed by an orange flower, followed by a fuchsia butterfly, followed by a yellow circle. While on the next hot pink robe, you start with a yellow butterfly, followed by a turquoise heart, followed by a light green flower, and so on. So you just alternate colors and units to give you the most cheerful color contrast. Now, to attach a unit to the robe, remember when I suggested to leave like 6 to 7 inches length of yarn? Okay, now we use this cross stitch needle or a thick pointed, this is really not sharp, end needle, okay? A needle that fits for the yarn. You can use a crochet needle, the plastic ones or the metal ones we use with crochet yarn, and you just, it's important just to be enough to insert your yarn in the needle hole. This is what matters, okay? Like that. And you just attach the unit to the rope using small stitches. It's very important that the stitches you are taking or you are making, you are stitching, does not come on your unit. It should be behind it. So you just flip it and you make sure that when you insert the needle, it comes to the unit with a single yarn. And just go through the row. You need to do this 6 to 7 times, and it will be all secured. It is very easy and very simple. Just make sure that the yarn does not come over your unit. If you are using a different color of yarn, if you are using the same yarn color, this will not be showing, but it will change the top of the shape of your unit. So you need to be careful with this. Just with few more stitches and it's all secured. Like that. And then you can wrap it behind the unit. You can wrap the yarn twice, just behind it. It's not showing, like that. And then you just flip it and take 2 more. You don't have to do it through the flower unit or the unit you are attaching. Just wrap the yarn over it once and take your stitch, take another stitch only on the rope. This is just for securing. Wrap the yarn over it to make a knot, and that's all. And you are finished. It's already there. You do the same with all the units. One more notice I'd like to talk to you about. You may look at the circle I have made, and it's not really finished the totally perfect way. I wanted to save you time on how to finish the end and weave the yarn end, because you might be working with 400 units. This is a lot of time, and after all, this point that you can see on my circle, this little point here that's coming out already will be disappearing into the process of attaching it to the rope. So you don't really have to worry about finishing the circle, the crochet circle, the very perfect way. It needs to be perfect in itself, not necessarily on how you end it at. So because this will not be showing at all. Please check our previous tutorials for how to make the units of this curtain, how to make the heart, the flower, the circle, and the butterfly in details. I will be leaving links below in the description. The units for this curtain are just perfect units for embellishments, for millions of uses, using crochet embellishments, quick and easy and so beautiful units. Where our tutorial finishes, I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. I hope you find some creative or inspiring ideas into this tutorial. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We are making a line zipper pouch next time, and the easiest way to have your own magnet pins caddy. It's just a lot of fun coming ahead, so don't miss that. Please share our video with your friends on different social medias, and see you next time. Bye bye.